Welcome back. Tailgate Sports Media Podcast. My voice is kind of gone. Was yelling at the TV all weekend. This is the premier podcast for sports, mainly football, but more importantly, the best part of football or sports, the tailgate. I'm Peyton, that's Devin. And let's get into it. Devin with the UFL hat on. The UFL Brahmas, San Antonio Brahmas. Feel like that leads to something, so please.
Yeah, the reports started coming out today that they're pretty close to finalizing a deal to have a team in Louisville for 2026. So that would be this upcoming season. It looks like uh, what's his name? I can never remember it because I'm not very
Mike
smart.
Repoli.
Yep. Had talked about Louisville potentially a couple months back, maybe just a few weeks ago. He's like, what do we feel about this? What do you feel about that? There are now reports to come out saying they are potentially finalizing a deal now. So it looks like your two new teams for 26 are going to be Columbus and Louisville.
And
Assuming we're going to lose Houston and Memphis.
okay. I was curious on that because there hasn't really been anything stated about. I mean, losing Memphis makes sense, but if they're adding a second team, a second city, that means Houston's out the door, unless it's Michigan. But
I think it would be so stupid to lose Michigan when they
I,
had such a good cream. Get a better venue. Don't pick a new market.
yeah, and the better venue will be there next year, not this year, but
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's exciting to hear. I obviously haven't heard. I've been busy, so the UFL news has escaped me this week. The UFL free agency opened up today, though.
Yeah.
First UFL free agency ever. So this will be kind of exciting. Okay, into a recap of last week of college football. Our picks, the games we picked. We'll start off with LSU Ole Miss. We both picked LSU. Um, yeah, I guess we got Kiffined.
We got Kiffin.
We got Kiffined.
No, we didn't get Kiffin.
We
We got
got
Brian.
we got Kelly. That's what happened. We got Brian
We
Kelly.
got Kelly.
Oh, the obvious drop a game to a ranked opponent that you probably should win. Granted, it was an away game. LSU, like LSU isn't as explosive of an offense as I thought they'd have. Um, Ole Miss is obviously a really good team though, so we'll see. I mean, we said this at the beginning of the year, I think, but the SEC is just going to be an absolute shit show of people of just teams beating each other up, beating each other. It's going to be a bunch of 10-2, 9-3 teams in the SEC, probably maybe a
Yep.
couple 11-1 teams, but I don't think anyone's coming out undefeated. All right, definitely not anyone's coming out undefeated at this point.
The teams you got left are Ole Miss,
Ole Miss, Texas,
Texas A&M, and Oklahoma.
and Mississippi State,
That's crazy.
and they
Could we
play.
have a could we have a big egg bowl this year?
It's going to be a big Egg Bowl this year. Um, the next game, Bama, Georgia. Another bad call on our parts. I knew the game was over when they threw a screen pass to their 360-pound, 6'7" offensive tackle, and that dude barreled down 10 yards. I was like, "Ooh, that's the game, brothers."
Yeah, you already lost that one.
Like as soon as I saw that happen, I was like, "Yeah, not happening for them." Um, Bama played well. I mean, it really what it came down to, in my opinion, is what I said before. Sort of, Bama has the better quarterback, and yeah, Georgia, yeah, Georgia didn't. Georgia Kelly did. They Kelly'd the game. No, Bama's a good team. So at the end of the day, like it kind of was a toss up to begin with, but um, shit happens. All right, the next game, Auburn, Texas A&M. Get all the SEC games out of the way. Um, you picked Auburn. I picked Texas A&M. I did say it was going to be close.
And it was.
It was 1 point closer than the Oklahoma game. Um, it was the Auburn has offensive problems. I think the thing that is Jackson Arnold's problem is he holds on to the football too long, and maybe
Yeah.
people aren't getting open underneath. I don't really think that's the case. I think he needs to see a guy get open and then throw it. That's why he's really good at the deep ball. He has great deep ball accuracy, but he'll see a guy open and he can throw that ball really well. But all that underneath stuff, he really needs to work up on. Obviously, they have problems on the O line. They are getting beat pretty regularly. Does not help though when your quarterback's holding on the ball for 4 seconds, 5 seconds. So
Yeah, that he's mobile enough. He's a good enough runner. He should just have that timer in his head. One Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi. I gotta go.
got to go
That would
or
take
throw
out
it
a
away.
lot.
Get out of the pocket and throw it away. I mean, that's really
Yep.
going to come down. What it comes down to is that dude's got to really work on getting out of the pocket when he's patting the ball, sitting there patting the ball. So yeah, that one was that one was pretty shy. It was a slugfest. Texas A&M's defense looked really good. Texas A&M's defense is star-studded, so I expected
UTSA
them.
scored more points than Auburn did.
Who did? Oh yeah, because they have.
UTSA.
Well, UTSA has I think, a first round or a top tier running back. That their UTSA's running back is going high in the draft. First,
Yeah, I think it's definitely going somewhere next year.
yeah. The next one, Oregon, Penn State. I believe we both picked Oregon.
We did both pick Oregon. I thought it was going to be a blowout, though. I was like,
Yeah. I didn't obviously think it was going to be a blowout. Old Penn State's good. I'm just not sold on Drew Aller. He's too busy in the week texting girls for them to come over and get head. So, um, not even joking. Saw the leaked text messages. It was wild.
I hadn't heard about this.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, they might be fake, but pretty crazy.
That's
Yeah.
honestly
So
hilarious.
Oregon, Oregon is a good team. Dante Moore is a really good quarterback. I think he might be the best Big Ten quarterback currently, and I think Oregon's going to win the Big Ten.
I think that's pretty agreeable. I think they have looked best on both sides of the ball overall
It's going
at
to be
this point.
Oregon, Ohio State, or Indiana. I think those are the three options, and
Nah, man, Michigan.
Michigan's good. I just don't see them winning it. I think
No,
that
no, they're gonna be Ohio State's kryptonite. And they're gonna make the playoff. They're gonna win their conference, and it's gonna make Oklahoma look good as fuck.
oh, I see. You're coming from an Oklahoma fan standpoint. I respect that. Okay. The next game, last game of this week, was what did I call this? The showdown at the New Mexico Corral, aka the Rio Grande rivalry. Ours is better, obviously. Um, New Mexico versus New Mexico State. You
Yep.
picked New Mexico State.
Out
That
of
was a
loyalty,
that was a hard pick. That wasn't a head pick.
that
Um,
was 100% a heart pick. My head was screaming, "You're wrong."
yeah, I picked New Mexico. They ended up being 38-20. Um, it was a fun game. I love watching F mid majors have a little fun rivalry go on. Like the Texas State UTSA game was a blast to watch. This was of the same ilk, not quite as explosive, but very fun game to watch. But New Mexico won. And what does that bring our records to, actually? Let's talk about this.
I went from 7-12 to 8-16.
Oh, what did I
And
go
you
to?
went from 7-12 to 10-14.
Winning record is around the corner.
You in 2 weeks, you went from 3-11 to 10-14.
That's called locking in, Devin. It's called locking in.
Locking it in.
All right. To finalize our recap of last week, without further avail, we must send it to Raymond for the No Bitches Team of the Week.
Getting to that time of the year where teams are who they are. Teams with no bitches are going to be teams with no bitches. Not a lot to do. That being said, Syracuse 38-3 to Duke. Can't have it. Syracuse, you're the no bitches team of the week.
Thank you, Raymond, for the no bitches team of the week. According to you, I have a problem with this.
Let's talk about why Raymond's wrong.
Yeah,
My good friend Raymond.
Syracuse lost their stud starting quarterback to an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
So, like, we knew Syracuse was going to suck.
Raymond, are you even fucking watching the games?
Or reading the news. Like, all you had to do was, like, read one article about the game. And you would have known, well, Syracuse didn't have their stud of a starting quarterback in.
Yeah.
So that brings me, hold on. Hydration is key.
Oh shit. Well, let me double dip then.
Okay. Sorry, my throat. I need the water for my voice when I talk a lot right now. Okay. So, Devin, tell us why Raymond's wrong, besides the fact that I told him.
Well, Raymond's wrong because the no bitches team of the week should have been Arkansas.
I think you're
You're
wrong.
not a first of all, shut your mouth. I'm talking. Second
Oh,
of all, sustained no bitches. And you know it's sustained. First off, you got blown out by Notre Dame, right? You lost they lost to Ole Miss, who's not as good as we think they are, right? Because LSU wasn't as good as we think they are.
I see. I see. This is really
Arkansas,
just turns into a Lane Kiffin hate show. Okay.
yes, we'll have a segment on that, but we'll get them on the show one day. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, we
At
hate
some
you.
point, you've had such a sustained lack of bitches, they had to fire your coach and bring somebody in as the new coach who is proven to get bitches
Yeah, that
to the
is.
point that he's wrecking motorcycles. He's got bitches so good.
Hey,
Okay,
also, he was getting Arkansas bitches when he was the head coach of Arkansas.
exactly.
Now,
Arkansas was
granted,
getting bitches. He was getting bitches that weren't his wife. Who else do you want?
that's what I'm saying. They made a bold, we got to get our bitches back move.
Yep. And I
Okay.
like it. I like it. I think it's a great move.
I think I was gonna go for Florida State, but you actually sold me on Arkansas. So we're gonna go with Arkansas.
Virginia's
Or
4-1, so maybe Virginia, maybe they as a program figured something out because the Virginia schools have kind of, or the big Virginia schools have kind of sucked for a few years now.
Virginia Tech and Virginia, yeah, they've been booty. James Madison and Old Dominion beat James Madison. Or Old Dominion beat Liberty. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I don't know. James Madison, Liberty, and Old Dominion are all Virginia schools, I believe. And they bring more joy to football fans than any big time Virginia school.
yeah.
Those are the
Dude, I
schools to
kind
be
of
watching
love,
if you live in Virginia.
I love how many, like, there's not a ton of, like, there's some bigger schools, but how many, like, G5 schools are just, like, sitting there cruising through the Carolinas and Virginia? The place is just packed with schools, and like a lot of people, and they don't have like, oh, this school of Virginia or this school of Carolina. It's like, or I'm going to be honest with you, I did not know for the longest time Marshall was in West Virginia. Had no clue for the
Yeah,
longest. And
I
there's, but
really,
they're all like, oh, we're named after a president, we're named after free speech, we're named after America, and you're just like, cool, could be anywhere.
yeah, that's true. It's like you never hear about Freedom University being like if like at this point, if Freedom University popped up and was like a crazy good or a university, solid group of five school name, by the way, or an FCS school name, but Virginia for the Virginia Carolinas, that area was like is like that's where that school would be.
Yeah.
In Virginia, the state of Virginia, one of the least free states in the union. I have friends from Virginia. They don't like it. I drove through Virginia once. Drivers were terrible. And and also their speed traffic is monitored by drones allegedly. I don't know how. I don't know because I mean, no tickets showed up in my mail, so I don't know how accurate that is. I was looking too. I mean, my part of my job is being able to
As
spot
part of your
drops.
job is finding drones. You're like,
I
these
was like,
drones suck. Or you're just really bad at your job.
yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Um, okay, that was the recap. We're gonna move into the week. What is it? Week 7, week 6, college football.
Week 6.
Week 6, college football. Oh yeah, by the way, UTRGV lost to
Yeah, I saw
Southeastern
that, but
Louisiana.
it was their first like in conference game. It was a road game.
They picked it up a
It's
little bit.
good. Hey, it's good to be humbled a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it is. That's a good point. We'll see. Hopefully, the fans show up for the next game for them because another conference game, they're gonna need it. Anyway, moving forward, college football picks for this week. The first game I have is Iowa State at Cincinnati. There
Mm.
wasn't a lot of like crazy. There was one, two like, oh, we got to watch the
Well,
like pick
let's
the.
let's pause. Let's pause and go back real quick.
Okay,
Last week was such an insanely good week for college football.
yeah,
They had a list of like the top 10 matchups, and the biggest difference in score was Virginia versus Florida State with the overtime final.
yep.
8 point difference in all of these like big matchups. It was already super hyped to begin with, but it actually lived up to the hype. That was an amazing week of college football. That's all I had to say.
Last week was maybe it's hard to say as an OU fan because OU didn't play, right? But last week was like last week and the week before even. But the last 2 weeks of college football were a delight, spoiling
Yeah,
us college football fans. Truly.
I honestly think it was better. Oklahoma and UTSA were both off. They both had a bye. So just to get to sit there and enjoy college football that you don't have any real stakes in and just get to sit there and enjoy it and you're not pissed off because your team lost earlier or somebody got hurt. You're just sitting there and
You think I
enjoying it.
lost my voice because I was not pissed off that the teams I picked lost? I was getting in on the fucking I was calling for Ellis. I was calling for Brian Kelly's job with all the LSU fans. I was in the chats. We gotta fire this guy.
You're hyping up LSU
Yeah,
fans.
I was pissed off with him.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But I agree. Like this week, next week isn't going to be like that. We probably won't have another week like that until actually OU. I don't know all the matchups for OU Texas week, so we'll see on that week because that week is OU Texas is obviously a big deal, but
Yeah,
we'll
the big
see.
one. I'm not sure who I'm going to pick.
Um, all right, we're gonna move forward. It's gonna be Iowa State Cincy. Um, Cincy's favored, I think, by a point, but I'm picking Iowa State.
Who did Cincinnati lose to?
They lost to Kansas.
They beat Kansas by 3.
How-
Beat Kansas, beat Bowling Green, lost to Nebraska. Lost to
Nebraska.
Nebraska, beat Bowling Green, beat the hell out of NW State. I don't even know where that's from. Assuming
Northwestern
Northwest.
State is a FCS team, and they haven't won a game in like 3 years.
Okay, well, they won 70-0. Then they beat Kansas at Kansas by 3 points.
Okay, I'm picking Iowa State.
I think I'm leaning Iowa State. I think Iowa State's had a lot of like dirty ass close games, but they do good in those games.
There's Iowa State's just a gritty team. Grit. Talk
I
about
prefer a gritty team versus a team that scores 60 points every game against nobodies.
yeah. I agree. Even Cincinnati hasn't played nobodies. Don't get me wrong. They played a good schedule, but I
Yeah,
just
no, no.
think
I'm not saying since he's a nobody, but if like I had like, whatever team and we played, Wisconsin Southern University and we put 70 points on them, that's great. But when I would go play real teams and it's disgusting, even when I'm playing teams that aren't that great and I only win 45-3, but it was solid, it was consistent, we played good, the defense was sound, I like that team better.
yeah, I get that. You're definitely plugging Oklahoma. I understand everything you're saying is like you
No,
confirming.
it's not me plugging Oklahoma. I always love defensive football more. A
Yeah,
good game to me, I don't want a game where the offense just both offenses are terrible, and that's why the final score was 13-10. I love great defensive games where defenses just play top-notch football and you get those low-scoring games.
yeah,
It's super exciting watching your team put up 70. As a fan of I want to see my team put up 70, but as a neutral fan, I want to see great defense. Defense
yeah,
gets so abused in modern day football when it comes to rules and rulings and all this other shit. I want to see great defensive football.
yep. Hey, look, when I'm out, my defense that for my flag football team, we're dropping a cover three zone. We that no one's completed a pass on us yet.
Have you guys already started playing games?
We showed up to the first game and the other team forfeited, so we didn't play. But we scrimmaged two teams, and today we scrimmaged a team, and they literally did not they completed one pass and it was a screen pass. I have my guys collisioning two, dropping to the hook, like they're like legitimately playing like real football, like coverage, and everyone else we run plays man, and it's hilarious to watch these guys like not understand. Like all these dudes that think they're like they should have been pro quarterbacks. They think they're great, and then they can't even read a zone defense, and they're like
The
throwing
kid,
six
the,
picks a game because they're just like, what is I thought that guy was open. No, he was for 2 seconds because we were shifting the zone. He was getting running into another zone, and you thought he was running open, but the other guy, it was brutal. I have dudes that have never played a down of football locking down in cover three, and it's magical. It is literally magical.
I love those flag football quarterbacks, the dudes that just never really actually played football and their only throw is just a streak down the field. Whoever's the deepest, I'm throwing it to.
Not even that, like they don't like look off. They don't
They're staring
anything.
people down.
Yeah, anything that would make you like hurt a zone defense because zones are reading the quarterback. Like no one does it. They scramble, but okay, here's the other thing. Here's the other funny part about this. We're the only team in the league that blitzes. We blitz every play. We send a rusher every play. Everyone else drops seven. We drop six, and we're dropping six on six receivers, and we're still locking down.
Damn.
It was so bad to the point where I was like, hey, we're gonna rush a guy at you, but we're just gonna lie. Like you keep playing through because we need the reps. It was bad. It was bad. Today we had that. It was bad for them. All right, moving forward. Next game. Bama versus Vanderbilt. Yeah, this one's hard. I'm gonna pick Bama because it's at Bama, and I am starting to get tired of Vanderbilt. Like I don't know why, but there's just no reason for them to be so cocky. Go back to being
Definitely not. They're having the best start they've ever had since maybe like before, there was a face mask involved in football. They're having the
before
best
the
starts.
six-cylinder engine was invented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a heart pick for me. I want to pick Vandy, but I'm down. I'm 2 games down now. I can't afford heart picks.
Yeah.
And I can't pick the same as you all the way down because then I never catch up. But it's Alabama at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alabama at home.
Yep.
They just beat Georgia. They're hyped up. Who did Vandy play last week? Utah State.
I thought they played a conference game. We can figure this out. Hold on. I have the schedule
The
right
internet
here.
exists. Yeah, they played Utah State. And they were down 14-3 at one point. They won 55-35.
I just think that Alabama's defense is way better than Utah State's. And I think Alabama's offense is a lot better than Utah State's.
But here's the thing. I'm trying to rationalize my heart pick right now.
Okay. Vandy has Alabama's number.
Has been planning for Alabama for 2 weeks, and that's why the Utah game started close. The Utah State game started close.
Yeah.
Alabama had to plan for Georgia. There's no skipping a week with Georgia right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Alabama. Fuck! Oh, it hurts.
Wait till this next pick, Devin. This one's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be hard for you, but Air Force versus Navy. My personal hope is that the stadium catches on fire and no one wins.
Okay,
No
that's a
one
fair
dies,
assessment.
but no one wins. Kind of like the Cowboys Packers. But I'll let you pick first.
Don't let me pick first. I'm still researching who I'm gonna pick.
I'll pick a Navy.
You're picking Navy.
Yep.
So far, it looks like Navy is the pick.
The yeah, and I don't think Air Force is very good this year, which is weird because for a while
No.
Air Force was the best academy school, but now
Yeah.
Army and Navy have stepped it up.
Well, Army and Navy both been doing good. Our Air Force's only win this year is over at FCS school,
Yep.
Bucknell.
Bucknell.
God damn it! Yeah, I'm thinking taking Navy too.
Dude, pick someone else. Miami FSU.
Fuck. Who are you picking?
No, it's your turn to go first.
Florida State.
All right, I'm picking Miami.
Okay. Okay.
All right, last pick. I just think, okay, before that, I'll talk about this game. Miami, FSU. I think Miami's a better team. I think they're more explosive. I think it's going to be close, though. I think FSU was preparing, doing the thing where they prepare for a team a week early, had the team in their head a little bit too much, and they got caught with their pants down playing Virginia. I think Virginia's a good team. I just think that FSU was riding high. They beat Bama. Bama turned out to be a good team. They're like, we're on top of the world. Got caught. But I think Miami, if you mess up against Miami this year, you're gonna pay the piper. So Miami for me, you said Florida State for you. Moving on, then that last one is Duke versus Cal.
Mm.
I'm going
Cal
Duke.
sucks this year.
I'm going Duke.
I think I have to go Duke. Cal sucks.
Cal does suck. Not as bad as UCLA, but
You always got that.
yeah.
If only you guys were in the same conference.
Yeah. Oh, they were at one point, right? Right? Yeah.
I want to say they were. I want to say
Yeah.
at some point, like all those California and like West Coast teams were all in like one centralized conference. But
Wait, you're telling
I
me
still see why that
conferences
would be
used to
good for
be
football.
you're telling me conferences used to be regional?
Did they?
I don't know.
Kind of
Maybe
like
in
the
the
SEC
yeah.
is now, but just like ignored, some teams that are actually in the Midwest.
Yeah. 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 Don't worry. Wait till the SEC Big Ten merger.
The college football Super League.
The Southeastern Big Conference
They'll be the FPS, the football playoff.
subdivision. Then there'll be the FBS, the Football Bowl subdivision. Then there'll be the FCS, the Football Championship subdivision.
Yeah, technically all Division One.
Yeah, all Division One with 800 teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. NFL time. That was college football. We did them all. We got our picks in. Hopefully, all my picks are right and all his picks are wrong. No, all his picks but three are wrong. It's not possible. All
We
right.
agreed on every game except for one, so I hope I
If I get all five right, that means I have a winning record.
you'd have a 500 record.
I'm 10-14.
10-14. If you
10
win
plus
four,
5.
you still have a losing. If you get all yours right, oh yeah, you're right. All of yours are right. Never mind. 5 games.
Math is hard. Math is hard, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The next one is NFL
Let's be the
recap.
math guy.
Now we're getting into where I hated the weekend, which is the NFL recap. First game we picked was Seahawks Cardinals. Devin got it right. He picked the Seahawks. I picked the Cardinals. Um, Fuck field goal kickers. That's all I got to say. And also, they're like, hey, the team can't provide you smelling salts. Turns out you can just bring your own. Oh, God
Yeah,
forbid these millionaires buy their own smelling salt. And he was,
honestly, hilarious to see him miss the first one, and then as he's coming on for the second one,
yeah. All
hilarious.
these dudes need to be tested for cocaine daily at this point. That's the vibe I get from that. Next one,
Honestly,
Cowboys Packers. Technically, we were wrong, but we weren't wrong.
yeah. Are we? So we picked the Green Bay to win. They did not win, but they
They
didn't
didn't
lose.
lose. I feel
So
like
how
they're
does that
just.
count? How does that count for record keeping on our part?
I think it just doesn't count.
So we're just going to call that a push.
Yeah, that's a push.
Works for me.
I forget the NFL has ties. And then you watch it and you're like, oh, wow, the worst part about sports is a tie, and the NFL still has them. Dumb.
Yeah.
Moving forward, this one hurt my heart. Tampa versus the Eagles.
Yeah.
Tampa lost. We both picked
They
Tampa.
got behind and they just couldn't overcome it. Which honestly, anytime you fall behind, it's going to be hard in the NFL. Except for the Cowboys, who I think did it twice in one game this week.
Yeah, Cowboys somehow suck but are great. All right. God. The last game we had was the Jets versus Miami. Miami is somehow better without Tyreek Hill. Explain that to me.
Tyreek Hill is a negative energy upon the locker room, especially with all the distracting calls he gets from all 37 of his kids.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and him being out raises team cohesion.
Also, the funny part about him cheering yes when he was out, and then in my head, I'm like, but what team wants you at this point? Like, you were in a really good spot in Kansas City,
Yep.
and you're like, fuck this, I'm going to go make Miami great. And then you were humbled to the fact that it ain't about a receiver. A receiver does not make a team great. They make a team good, not great.
It
And
helps, but it
no,
doesn't do it by itself.
yeah. So I don't know. If I'm an NFL, it's like GM, like, am I really considering signing Tyreek Hill? We don't even know how good he's going to be when he comes back from his leg injury. But anyway, that being
It
said,
was bad. It was bad, bad, bad.
yep. But he was cheering afterwards. The final one was Jets versus Miami. I picked the Jets. You picked Miami.
Yeah.
So you went 2-1 this week. I went 0-3, which brings our records to.
That puts you were 5-5. You're now 5-8. I was 6-4, and I'm now 8-5.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. The final part of the NFL section is the picks for this week.
Yep.
We're picking the Niners versus the Rams, which will have already happened by the time this airs. But I'm taking the Rams.
I agree.
Mac Jones is decent, but I don't know. Don't see it happening. The Niners struggled with the Jags. I don't think the Jags are great. The Jags are okay, but yeah. The next pick, rivalry game, Pats versus Bills. Bills, obviously. I'm taking the Bills.
We made that dramatic as fuck for no reason.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same Pats, but nah, I need to.
Everyone, you want to say Pats because they just beat the shit out of Carolina, forgetting
It's
that it was
Carolina.
Carolina.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got. So I'm taking the Bills. You took the Rams. I took the Rams. I'm taking the Bills. Who are you taking?
I'm taking the Bills.
Nice, nice, nice.
I got a 3-game lead on you. I don't need to fuck it up now.
Giants versus Saints.
Giants versus Saints.
Yes.
I'm thinking Giants. They got their young quarterback in there. He's got his first win under his belt. They finally got Scatterbo fucking running the ball, doing a fucking speed run on CTE. Dude, he's only got 2 years left in the league, but holy shit, he's going to be explosive for those 2 years.
Hey, he's a firework. He's gonna be explosive for 2 years, and then in 2 years he's gonna sound like a kid, the guy from Waterboy. All right,
Oh, shit.
we both are taking the Giants. I can't pick against the Giants again in this game.
You got to stop giving you advice.
I didn't need the advice. That's who I was gonna pick. I was pissed when you picked them.
Yeah, you thought I was going to pick the Saints because, I hate the Giants. False.
Yeah,
I love Scatterbo. I love that guy.
yeah, it's hard for you. The last
There's a
game.
lot of players that I like. There's a lot of players that I love, but they're just on teams I don't like. I've always loved Jason Kelsey. I thought he was great. Love Jason Kelsey. On the Eagles, though. Fuck him. Lose.
Yeah, I hope you do well in life, but
I hope you're the best center that never wins a football game. I want you to have a
uh,
Hall of Fame career and everyone else around you is
you
trash.
just hope he has a Joe Thomas career. Hasn't allowed a sack in 7 years, but the other right tackle's allowed 39 sacks a year. So, all right, the next one is the Chiefs versus the Jags Monday Night Football.
Mm.
I'm taking. Who are you taking?
Who are you taking?
No, you go first.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
All right, I'm taking the Jags. Screw it.
You gotta find a win somewhere.
I gotta find an edge somewhere. All right.
I like how this has stopped becoming like who do you think is gonna win? It has become a competition to win for the end of the year.
Yeah, that's really what it is at this point. I'm like,
It's become a competition.
I gotta get the dub somewhere. The Jags looked good. The I'll go over the Saints too. The Saints just aren't clicking. So like it's really hard to pick the Saints over the Giants, who the Giants seem to have figured something out last week. Um, the Chiefs versus the Jags. I just they have Xavier Worthy back, I believe. But I just something I feel like the fact that Travis Kelsey, who is all time great, one of my favorite players to watch in the last decade, just because he played, backyard football basically, running around, reminded me of myself. No, I'm kidding. Um, the fact I just don't. I think that the Jags are putting it together, and I think that if the Jags can stack a win here, they have a real good shot in their division, and I think they are going to stack the win. I don't think that's like bad for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will still figure out how to make the playoffs, but the Chiefs will probably win. But I got to pick the Jags.
I can respect your decision making there. It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be wrong on that one. All right, so that concludes the NFL section, the final section. We did top five tailgate food, top five tailgate drinks. This week, it's kind of not tailgate themed, but it's top five football movies you watch to get hyped for football. Go for it. Number five, Devin.
Fuck, man. 5 football movies?
Yeah. Oh, I can name more than five. All right. I'll give you my five. My number five.
I'm not a big movie guy, and that's what's holding me back. It's not that it's football movies; it's movies in general. I don't do a lot of movies. I'm working through the list. I'm working through the list. You go
Okay.
ahead and go.
Number five for me is The Program.
Okay.
It's like a pseudo Florida State team. They look like Florida State. It's just a bunch of dudes on drugs, coked out of their minds, going absolutely crazy. It's like the most, okay, I lied. It's not the program. I'm pulling the program out. I'm replacing it with Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
The program is honorable mention for me because I forgot about Any Given Sunday. Any Given Sunday is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated movies. And it's like kind of like one of the first like cool, nice, like the focused on the sport that's happening movies for football. Like granted, you had like the storyline of the players and all that stuff, but they showed the game portions too. There's plays being happened, plays occurring. It wasn't just like showed a guy running for a touchdown and then that was it. Which some movies do that. Showed just like 37 hours of practice tape and then like 2 seconds of game tape. But it is it is for me Any Given Sunday. For you,
Number five? Thought you were gonna do the whole list. Okay, fine. Number five, Greater by Angel Studios. It's about Brandon Goldsworth, the walk on in Arkansas. All their movies are kind of like they kind of have like religious undertone, but it's not like throw it in your face super hard. It's still a really good movie about a really good guy, all time ball player. So that is number five for me.
Brandon Burlsworth is like the epitome of what like you envision as like a walk on. Like a dude
Yep.
that's like
I mean the award is literally named after him.
through sheer effort becomes an absolute stud. Like Brandon
Mhm.
Burlsworth was reincarnated into Baker Mayfield, in my opinion. Um,
You could have been the next Brandon Goldsworth if you were just 4 inches taller.
I mean, I could have been like an awesome special teams player at like a Division 4 school.
Division four.
Yeah.
That's just called a
Um,
high school Peyton. That's what you already were.
we side note, we were playing in one of the flag football teams we played. This guy is telling me we were playing against him. He's like, I was a Division 3. I started at corner in Division 3. I was like, cool. I'm about to absolutely demolish you for telling me that. I scored like 4 touchdowns. He,
And then
I,
did you cover him when he was on offense?
I don't. I wasn't playing. I don't play off. I don't play defense right now. My ankles can't handle it. But I caught the ball. One of the plays, I caught the ball on like a 10-yard hook, and I proceeded to juke out all 7 players on the other team. One
Damn.
was like soul snatching juke, like the dude's ankles, like his feet left his cleats.
Just flying to the side. Oh, good heavens.
Yeah, it was like bad. They were like, I told him, I was like, this white guy has juice. My ankles can't handle it anymore. Like they cannot. Like after every game, I'm like, my ankle, oh, I can't walk. But I'm out there, Devin.
Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah,
White guys
dude.
juking.
Yeah, just giving them the juice. Anyway, yeah, just don't tell me you were a Division 3 player and like make it a braggadocious thing because I'm just like, okay. Any
Oh,
kid
you
that
got
played
my
football,
dream? I'm about to
huh?
steal yours.
Oh, I didn't. I could have played Division 3 football. I didn't. That did not interest me. Oh, I'm gonna go play in front of 7 people. Sounds great. Yeah,
Yeah, but you could have.
yeah. I mean, I'm
You
not
don't
saying
know
I would
transfer
have.
portal wasn't a thing.
Transfer portal didn't exist back then.
I know. That's why I said it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, so
Doesn't mean it can't happen.
I'm not saying that I was a stud, but look at my stats. Look at my stats. Don't look at my highlight tape. Look at my stats. um, um, for me, number 4, The Replacements,
Mm.
all-time Keanu Reeves movie. Great football movie
It's an awesome football movie.
and
You've
funny.
honestly, I have forgot about the replacements. You just fucked my list. You just fucked my list.
Yeah, I this is so here's the problem is I have a 1A, 1B. So like I have 6, but the replacements is I love that movie. Really, that's not even true. I have a 1 and then I have a 2A, 2B.
Okay, I might be in the same boat as you. As long as you're being honest, I'll be probably in the same boat as you.
Okay, what about you? Number 4.
The Little Giants.
Okay, okay. That's a good pick. That's a great pick. That is the movie that gets any little kid into football. If you want your kid to be a
100%.
football player, you show them the Little Giants.
Even as a Cowboys fan, as a little kid, you were like, "Fuck them!
Yeah, yeah.
Who them boys? Who them boys?"
Yeah, no, that was a great movie. One of the best football movies because that's my
Yeah.
number 3.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
You
Little
said the
Giants is my
replacement.
number 3. I mean, like, it's just so fun to watch. And I just remember watching that so many times as a child and just being obsessed with the concept of scheming up plays and trying to figure out how to implement the annexation of Puerto Rico into into a scheme. Just it's a great movie, especially for kids. And then it introduces you like I didn't know who Jimmy Johnson was before that movie. So
All right, I'm gonna go 3A, 3B. I got the Little Giants, or not. I said Little Giants at 4. I got the replacements, and I got the longest yard.
I forgot about the longest yard.
And I got the
Oh,
Adam Sandler longest yard. Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler longest yard. The original longest yard to all the haters is not as good as the Adam Sandler longest yard.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Not that it's bad. Not as bad in any means.
yeah,
Adam Sandler is better.
the Adam Sandler longest yard actually made the original longest yard better. But not because the Adam Sandler longest yard was bad, because it was so good it made you appreciate the original.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about I didn't have the longest yard on my list. Longest yard's my 5. Take out any given Sunday. Longest yard's my 5. Okay, so I'm 5 longest yard. I'm 4 replacements. I'm 3 Little Giants. I have 2A and 2B. My 2A is Waterboy.
I forgot about the water boy. I forgot. Well, no, you know what? Okay, go
My
ahead. Go ahead.
2B is really my 2A is Remember the Titans. My 2B is Waterboy. Or whatever, yeah. Remember the Titans, all-time great movie. Obviously the football isn't you don't see a lot of like the nuanced things that happen in football, like in the longest yard, for instance, like you see routes ran and the ball thrown the longest yard has a lot more football. The obviously the story behind Remember the Titans of a team overcoming differences and unifying, even though in the real world they were like the last team to unify coloreds and whites or whatever it was called back then. It was, minorities and whites, whatever. There wasn't no more all white, all black. And every other team in the movie was all white. I think in real world, it was like they were the last people to do it. We're not going to talk about that. And I could be wrong. I don't know. I've just heard that before. It was a great movie. Obviously, these people, like it's like one of the, also like as a child, like, especially like when it comes to team sports, it kind of like shows you your kids, like it does not matter where everyone on the team comes from. What happens is all these people with all these different backgrounds and all these different scenarios come together for one goal, and it creates unity. It shows you like the the almost like purity and magical side of team sports, which is that it can bring everyone together.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's great.
Waterboy is just because
It's
I channeled Bobby Boucher when I played football. When I put on shoulder
noises
pads,
too.
huh?
The noises too.
No, I never talked, but when you put on like when I didn't have shoulder pads on, I like to think of myself as like a sneaky ball hawk. Like if you throw up the ball on my side, I'm gonna go swat it down. I put on shoulder pads, and the idea of going after going for an interception left my body, and I immediately thought like, I need to hurt people. That's what God put me on this earth for, was to and just smack people. And like that is like, and also every man's dream. Be 30, walk onto a shitty football team, start dominating as a 30-year-old against a bunch of 18-year-olds.
I'm trying to walk on a UTSA. I'm going to be the first transplant kidney kidney
You don't,
transplant kicker.
yeah, that's again, that's not the same. Like you got to play a real position.
Kicker is a real position. It's a
Yeah,
real position when you miss. It's a real position when they miss, isn't it?
but like you're not a football player, you're a kicker. You know what I mean? Unless
Go
you're
fuck
like
yourself.
Pat McAfee,
You're going to be mad because I'm going to play Division I football
Marcellus King. Yeah. Okay. Your two.
any given Sunday. Good football. Great story. It's my number 2.
Okay. Okay. Number one. There's only number one, by the way. If you're from Texas, there's only one number one. It can't be anything else. This movie has brought me to tears. Sometimes when I watch it to this day, I cry. I'm a grown man. I'm 40. I'm not 40, but it brings tears to my eyes. Friday Night Lights is the greatest football movie of all time. You can debate me. I will think you're wrong. Again, it does everything that you want, yet you get out of Remember the Titans. Brings everyone from different backgrounds. You see kids, how serious like a community takes football in Texas. But then on top of that, you add in the fact that they make it to the championship and they lose, but they still put everything. They're undersized. They're not fast. The team from Dallas, a team full of giants from Dallas. That's what he said. The halftime speech by the player, Ivory, they bleed like we do. They sweat just like we do. They went through 2 days. We went through 2 days in 110-degree heat. I want you to hit everybody that moves. The ref gets in your way, you hit him too. Think about that. Every time I would listen to that, I listened to that before games. Be like, I'm gonna hit a ref. I never did. Thank God. I think that's assault. I think that's assault. Don't do it. But it's
You've
like
already threatened refs before,
undersized, huh?
by the way. Previous podcasts, you have threatened refs before.
Yeah, but that's on the field. You don't hit a ref off the field. I'm gonna start a movement. It's punch a ref when he's not working Wednesdays.
Specifically Wednesdays.
Yeah, on Wednesdays, find refs. They like to go to bars. Trust me, I know. They like to tell people they're refs. They think they're cool. Punch them. Just kidding. Don't do that. Um, no, reffing is hard. I get it. Reffing is hard. I understand. Just you guys got to be better if you're gonna pick that as your career. Um, but no, it's just you have an undersized team. They're not fast. They play hard-nosed football. Quarterback is tough as nails. He's a Baker Mayfield. Mike Winchell is the original Baker Mayfield. Just tough, gritty. Makes some bad throws, grits it out, puts the team on his back, even though he was supposed to be the backup quarterback. No, he was the starting quarterback. Booby Miles, you lose your star running back. What do? Another guy comes in, shows out. Not as good as Booby Miles. He can't pass, all the good stuff. You got a undersized safety that's just dominating, number 4. You got a tough nose fullback whose dad beats him, which is what you need in a football. If you want a good football team, you need a fullback that's dad beats him. And then at the end cries and says, "Hey man, I'm proud of you. You didn't fumble the ball." And that's what's important about football, Devin. That's what's important. And that's why Friday Night Lights is my number one movie. Okay, your turn.
All right, take my whole list, throw it out. I fucked it up. The whole list is fucked. I think my list is the exact same as yours, But instead of Little Giants, I'm doing Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
I was gonna, because the Remember the Titans has to be in there, but Remember the Titans was mine. I forgot about Friday Night Lights. I'm not gonna lie. You just kind of sprung this question on me. I didn't have time to think about it. There's football movies out there. I don't watch movies. Do you remember though? We saw Friday Night Lights in the movie theater.
And the lady that stood up and clapped.
The lady she's in there. Yeah, score. It's like, holy shit, lady.
I'm almost positive too. This is the funny part. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong about this because I actually probably am wrong about this. My high school head coach played at Judson. Coach Molesky was a middle linebacker at Judson. I'm almost positive
You think
the
he was
real
on
life
that team?
team, huh?
You think he was on that team?
I think the real life team that beat the Friday Night Lights team, my head football coach was on. Friday Night Lights happened in 1988 or 1983.
I want to say so.
If it was
No, I think
83, he was on the team. No, it was 88 because Dallas Carter, the state championship. My high school football coach won a state championship in high school, but he played Midland Lee. So it was 1983 when that happened. Yeah. So, yep, that's the word. That's the list. Going to recap the list for both of us. Number 5 for me, longest yard. For you,
it's the longest yard now. It's your list. It's your list.
it's the longest yard. Okay. Number 4, replacements. Number 4, replacements. Number 3 for me, the Little Giants. Number 3 for you was Any Given Sunday.
Yep.
You had 2A and 2B. Waterboy, Remember the Titans. Number 1, by a mile, Friday Night Lights.
I think for me, I'm going to adjust my list now. I think you got replacements. No. Replacements. Any Given Sunday. Waterboy, Longest Yard, Remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights.
I respect that. I respect it. Respect it.
Adam
right.
Sandler could steal the number 3 spot.
So I'm going to go ahead and announce this now because that is the end right there. Next week, we will have our first guest on the podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
We will have our first guest on the podcast. It will be a surprise. Other than that, that's the show. Please do all the things we said. No one subscribed to our OnlyFans, but that's okay.
Keep working on it.
We're working. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke.
First of all, don't go look for it because I don't want to know what pops up.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, sorry, we're very busy people. We have like real world jobs. So as much as we would love doing this, it's not the thing that pays our bills. So therefore, we just do this for fun, and in hopes that we can have fun talking to a community. So if you watch this, please reach out, talk to us. We love talking about football. I do love talking about football. I'll talk about literally anything about football with you. Devin maybe as well. Devin loves talking about tailgate.
I might not know what I'm talking about, but I'll talk about it for fucking sure.
There you go. So thank you guys again for tuning in. This is gonna be episode 8. So Hater said we couldn't do it again. Look at us. We're here.
Look at us.
With that being said, I'm Peyton. That's Devin. This was Tailgate Sports Media Podcast. See you guys.